Hey guys, it's SVTAK Chanel here, and I'm back with a ranking video that I had not promised. So basically, I'm going to tell you guys about the other videos I promised. I didn't promise them, I'm pretty sure, but I thought I was going to do them. First of all there's only two, but the first one is all fully evolution Pokemon ranked. I just haven't found any motivation to do it because I haven't really been watching too much Pokemon, playing too much Pokemon or anything. All Pokemon I've been doing this leads on to my next video, Shiny Showcase, which I'm planning on catching at least most of the shiny Pokemon in the Ultra Wormholes, not including Legendaries or Ultra Beasts before recording it. But in the next few days, if I don't find more than like 3 shinies, then I'm probably just going to record it anyway. But hopefully you guys like this video. Is what I am most excited for in my Atlanta Falcons Madden 22 franchise. Stay tuned because that's coming. I have no idea exactly when it's coming. But the franchise is coming sometime after the scouting overall because if I get the game before the scouting overhaul, then maybe I'll do like a play now game or two recording or something. But I'm not gonna do I'm not gonna get attached to a team, then struggle to restart the franchise because of the scouting overhaul. But let's go to the honorable mentions, which first is the off season. The reason this isn't in the list is because even though I love off seasons, was my favorite parts of the game, I feel like it just wasn't specific enough for me to be extremely excited for, and they didn't really say they're going to change it that much. So actually, I don't think they said they're going to change it at all. So I'm not that excited for it, like newly excited than I usually am. Next is new free agent signing. Of course, I'm excited for them, but we didn't have any major splashes like Justin Houston or something. We did get Doran Harmon, which is one of the people I'm most excited for, but he's just not something that would make it into my top 5. Next up is new playbook. Since we have a new coach, of course we're gonna have a new playbook. I'm pretty excited for this to try a new playbook since I haven't since literally Madden. I didn't even play Madden 16, so I've never used unless I changed it. I've never started a franchise off in the Falcons franchise without using Dan Quinn's playbook. And if I did get rid of Dan Quinn, sometimes I didn't even change his playbook. I kept it the same. And finally, staff points. I'm kind of excited for this. It might be a little too complicated. I don't know. Or maybe it's not. But I don't know. It seems fine. I'm pretty excited for it. But not enough to get in my top 5. But number 5 is deciding on my new number 3 receiver. Now, of course, the Falcons are probably going to choose Charles J. Sharp, I'm assuming. But really, I'm going to pick for myself. Maybe. I'll think about it, but most likely, even if they pick, let's say, Charles J. Sharp, I might pick Frank Darby anyway because he's getting all the hype and he's a very exciting receiver. And I really lean towards Alame as a case for Frank Darby because sure, I like Tajay a little bit, but Frank Darby is a really cool rookie that apparently is a steal. And Zacchaeus I've always liked. So, yeah. But I'm pretty excited to think about that once my franchise starts. Especially because I don't have one that I'm guaranteed to put on my starting 3 already. Like, right now, I have no clue. Number 4 is using Calvin Ridley as number 1 receiver. Now, this is my first time doing this because, there's been multiple times I've done Falcons franchise where eventually I traded away Julio or released him and had Ridley. But by that time, Ridley was always around the 92 to 93 overall. I'm pretty sure he's going to probably start as at like an 89 for the first season. And we're going to have to work with that. So it's going to be pretty challenging, but also really fun to not have an overpowered mossing receiver starting week 1. I'm going to have to build up Ridley. Number 3 is using the new rookies. Now, the 3 I'm really talking about is Kyle Pitts, Richie Grant, Jalen Mayfield. Let's start with Kyle Pitts. They say he's the best tight end in the draft in a very long time. And do you even call him a tight end? Do you just call him a receiver? I just call him a receiver, not even a tight end, because that's what he is, a receiver. But really, he's just really good. I'm very excited for this pick. So, yeah. And of course, I'm excited to use a 6'5", tight end that ran like a 4. Wait, actually, what was Kyle Pitts 40? Kyle Pitts 40 time. 4.44. That's very good for a tight end. Well, I guess that's, well, it's a little bit slower than Darren Waller, and Darren Waller is fast. So Kyle Pitts hopefully is going to be very good in this game, just like he will be in real life. That's how Richie Grant. At the time, I wanted Trayvon Mulray, but I'm slowly leaning towards liking Richie Grant more. And I know it's Trayvon Merrick, but I have to get used to that. I've been calling him Mulray for a very long time, but I'm fine with Richie Grant, especially because we got some more picks for this year for it, I'm pretty sure. And I love hard-hitting safeties like Keanu Neal. I'll miss you. Like, you're amazing, but... And finally, Jalen Mayfield. I feel like that's our steal for the draft. Not best picks. Our best pick was Kyle Pitts. I feel like that's our steal. Like, in the third round, we get Jalen Mayfield? Like, our line's already getting a little bit better by each season, and I'm very excited for it. That's why I'm most excited to use some new rookies, especially Kyle Pitts. Number 2 is the new scouting overhaul. Now, this is obvious. I love scouting because I learned really how to do it. Because back then, I would just scout every player, and now I know the scout position that you need. And now, instead of pushing the X button 3 times, you actually have to send out scouts. Do they do it? But what I'm asking is, do they do it for you, or do you? I'm pretty sure you choose who they scout, though. I'm kind of confused, but I'm very excited, and especially mock drafts. Like, that's amazing. I love making my own mock drafts, and maybe I should even like by the end of the season I should make like my own mock draft for the Man 22 drafts. That would be very interesting. But I don't know. And finally, winning my first Super Bowl in All Man. Yup, I've never won a Super Bowl in All Man. At least by myself, I'm pretty sure. I only got one with my cousin, Adonis J, aka Donnie X Warrior, who should subscribe to. And also subscribe to Blob Dude and Legendary Scory Lemon. But winning my first Super Bowl in Madden is very exciting. Like, I can't wait to do that, because I know I'll eventually do it. But, of course, it's Man. The picture's Man 20. You can see Julio Jones holding the trophy. And you can see Dan Quinn. So this is definitely not my picture, because I've never won a Super Bowl. Of course I can force wins and go into the Super Bowl and keep retrying until I win. But that's not fun. Like, if you do that, you clearly don't care about having fun and trying to beat the game realistically. Like, forcing wins, the only time you do that is when you're trying to simulate through a game. I mean, simulate through the first season and try to keep the records that they did in real life. Or when you beat the team and your EA server stop working, then you just don't want to replay the game and win again, so you just force a win. But back on topic, if I were to win a Super Bowl in All Man, I'll be so happy. Just because I've played a lot of All Man. I've played 3 Falcons franchises in Madden 21. Maybe around 12 seasons combined. And maybe around 10. Maybe around 10 seasons combined. And I play a little bit of Madden 20 All Man too, so I really hope I'll be good enough to win a Madden 22 All Man Super Bowl for the first time. And that's pretty much it. What are you most excited for in Madden 22 franchise mode? Let you comment down below, like and subscribe, because you're watching this video. You watched all the way through it, unless you skipped through it, but I don't think you did, because this video is awesome. But I hope you guys enjoy franchise, because if it sucks again, like if it's hard to enjoy franchise when the gameplay is bad. Like I enjoyed last year's franchise, even though it wasn't that good, and it had to completely change franchise mode. But gameplay just ruined the franchise for me. But it's okay, because hopefully gameplay is much better even for current gen. But see you guys later. This is SWT, aka Brandon Janelle. Adios.